no sweet boys with roses. All I want is a touch of love.
The first edition of Republic Digital Roundtable was a resounding success.
We can be the first in the world probably to get this in the common platform.
Super excited to see FAME 3 and very positive on that note. Yeah.
R&D needs to be incentivized in India. The government is generally supporting on the ground for companies that are doing this. I think that will be huge.
Tech exists. How do you enforce who puts in that piece of technology? Those are the questions that we really need to answer.
We've got everything it takes. The more people that take it responsibly, stronger the industry is going to get.
Now it's time to switch gears to the future of mobility. Republic Digital Roundtable, Mobility Revolution, pioneering next. Historic turnout of J&K polls shocks cynics. Kashmir beats all odds, surpasses urban centers. Is this proof that abrogation of Article 370 worked? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Co-powered by Jaguar Bath and Light.
I don't care for no songs and proses. I don't care for no sweet boys with roses. I'm too busy, baby, making plans on how to get me one of them manly men. All I want is a touch of love.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
The first edition of Republic Digital Roundtable was a resounding success.
We can be the first in the world probably to get this in the common platform.
Super excited to see FAME 3 and very positive on that note. Yeah.
R&D needs to be incentivized in India. The government is generally supporting on the ground for companies that are doing this. I think that will be huge.
Tech exists. How do you enforce who puts in that piece of technology? Those are the questions that we really need to answer.
We've got everything it takes. The more people.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My next guest tonight on The Debate is going to be the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Mr. Manoj Sinha. We'll be joining him in just 3 minutes. There he is on your screens. Manojji, I'll be joining you in 3 minutes. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. And on the nation's sharpest opinion tonight, I'd like to begin by saying, on the nation's sharpest opinion, that people of Mumbai South don't feel bad. But you have been hammered by the people of Jammu and Kashmir when it comes to going out and voting. The very posh Mumbai South saw pathetic 44% voter turnout this year in the Lok Sabha elections. And Jammu and Kashmir, ladies and gentlemen, has got 150% higher voter turnout than Mumbai South at 61.4%. So let's collectively come together and shame this tukre doomsday Pakistan lover brigade, who said that the removal of 370 and the removal of 35A is the end of democracy. Shame them tonight with the facts. And the facts are this: Kupwara 63% voting, Udhampur 73% voting, Samba 72.4% voting, Kathua 71% voting, Bandipora 63% voting. Jammu 67% voting, and even Baramulla is 56% voting. Kashmir has voted stronger and more enthusiastically than Pune, than central Chennai, than Kanpur, Allahabad, and even Lucknow, and even Hyderabad. That is the slap the anti-national pseudo-Saboot gang has been given tonight. But do these cheap cynics have the humility to accept that their pro-Pakistan, pro-370 line was wrong and has been rejected by the people of Jammu and Kashmir? Will the Western media apologize? London's leftist rag, the shameless Guardian newspaper, said on 18th September that there is utter disillusionment with the elections post-370. Will the Guardian apologize? The New York Times, which doesn't even have a pretense of neutrality, by now officially joining the Kamala Harris campaign. Yesterday, they joined the Kamala Harris campaign, but on Kashmir, they said Hindu nationalist politics is trapping people in Jammu and Kashmir. Will the NYT accept how little they know? And how even more little their Neera Radia-linked columnists have led them up the garden path? Viewers and believers in the Republic, let's really give it back to these anti-India forces tonight. And let's give it back hard. The people of Kashmir have slapped the anti-India forces with this voter turnout. And let us together circulate this video and deliver them a knockout punch now. Let's debate.
Jammu and Kashmir scripted history as it recorded historic voter turnout in the latest assembly elections. A first in 10 long years.
अनुच्छेद 370 के सभी खंड लागू नहीं होंगे.
A first since the abrogation of Article 370.
अगर आपने 370 के साथ हाथ लगाया तो ये झंडा हमारे हाथों में भी नहीं रहेगा.
ये कहते थे 370 खत्म हो जाएगा तो आतंकवाद खत्म हो जाएगा.
The lobby had time and again said that this abrogation will lead to an apparent democratic backsliding.
पहली बार हिंदुस्तान के किसी स्टेट को रद्द करके लोगों का जो हक है वो छीना गया. सबसे पहले जम्मू कश्मीर को जो स्टेटहुड है वो वापस देना है.
ये कहते थे 370 खत्म हो जाएगा तो आतंकवाद खत्म हो जाएगा कि 370 ही जिम्मेवार है आतंकवाद का.
हमने हिंदुस्तान का झंडा यहाँ थामा है. अगर आपने 370 के साथ हाथ लगाया तो ये झंडा हमारे हाथों में भी नहीं रहेगा, हमारे कंधों में भी नहीं रहेगा.
जम्मू कश्मीर में अमन के रास्ते में सबसे बड़ी रुकावट जो है 370 है. ठीक है, हमने कहा अगर ये रुकावट है आपने हटा दिया तो बस अब अमन ही अमन होना चाहिए. कहाँ है वो अमन?
Where is the lobby now, when Naya Kashmir proves its democratic affirmation with record numbers? The same lobby that cried hoarse about democratic backsliding now stands completely clueless. The Naya Kashmir idea is way beyond just rhetoric. It is no political jumla. The valley has indeed seen some unprecedented changes as an aftermath of the Article 370 abrogation. Starting from administration to economy, the valley has experienced a massive boost. Kashmir's democratic affirmation has completely sent the India alliance into a tizzy. In some of the key terror-prone constituencies, a new face of democracy has won, be it Kulgam, Pulwama or Sofian. In areas where terror once ruled, democracy is now finally thriving. Even metropolitan constituencies like that of South Mumbai have not been able to match up to the enthusiasm showcased by the valley this time. Is the opposition's democratic backsliding due to 370 abrogation narrative now finally falling flat? Is it time that the lobby starts to see the real facts of the new face of a stronger Kashmir?
Manoj Sinha ji, Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, the numbers are like this. Chennai Central 53.9% voting. Udhampur 72.9% voting, Pune 49.89% voting, Kathua 70.53% voting. What do these numbers reveal? ये जो numbers हैं, जो आंकड़े आज सामने आए हैं, what do they indicate? मनोज जी।
देखिए अर्नब जी, मोटे तौर पर 3 फेज में इलेक्शन हुए हैं यहाँ, और तीनों फेज का एवरेज अगर निकालेंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि 63% से ज़्यादा इस विधानसभा चुनाव में 2024 के जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों ने मतदान किया है। वो जगह सोपोर जो चुनाव बाइकाट के लिए जानी जाती थी, बारामूला हो, शोपियां हो, पुलवामा हो, ऐसे इलाकों में भी लोग लंबी लंबी लाइनें लगा करके लोकतंत्र के उस उत्सव में त्योहार मनाते हुए भाग लिए। मैं समझता हूं कि घाटी के लोगों ने भी और पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों ने भी भारतीय लोकतंत्र में अपनी पूरी आस्था व्यक्त की है, और देश को नहीं दुनिया को ये बताया है कि जम्मू कश्मीर के लोग भारत के लोकतंत्र को मजबूत बनाने के लिए हर तरह से तैयार हैं। और हमारे जो पड़ोसी देश इस बात को बार बार उठाते थे, उनका भी करारा जवाब जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता ने दिया है। एक बात मैं और कहना चाहूँगा, 2014 में जो अंतिम चुनाव हुआ था विधानसभा का, भारी हिंसा हुई थी, 29 लोगों की जान गई थी, और इस बार रात 12 बजे 1 बजे तक उम्मीदवार गांव-गांव घूमकर प्रचार कर रहे थे। और मैं कह सकता हूं कि भयपूर्ण, शांतिपूर्ण, हिंसा मुक्त और निष्पक्ष चुनाव शायद लंबे समय बाद जम्मू कश्मीर में हुआ है, और यहाँ के लोगों ने इस उत्सव में अपनी बड़ी मात्रा में भागीदारी की है।
मनोज सिन्हा जी, 370 को हटाने के साथ क्या इस चुनाव और इस चुनाव में जो टर्नआउट हुई है, इसका कोई लिंक किया जा सकता है? क्योंकि जो पार्टीज 370 को वापस लाने की बात कर रहे हैं, जैसे कांग्रेस, एनसी, पीडीपी, वो कहते हैं कि 370 हट गया, इसका कोई लिंक नहीं है लोगों के पार्टिसिपेशन के साथ। जितनी टर्नआउट हुई है, ये 370 हटने का परिणाम नहीं है। जी,
मैं मानता हूं कि पूरी तरह से 370 हटने का ही परिणाम है कि 12 बजे रात, 1 बजे रात तक लोग गांवों में जा रहे थे, घर घर घूम रहे थे, हाथ मिला रहे थे, गले मिल रहे थे। यहाँ के लोग जो मुझे मिले हैं पिछले कुछ दिनों में, उन्होंने कहा कि ऐसा चुनाव प्रचार हमने जीवन में कभी नहीं देखा। एकदम भयमुक्त वातावरण, और जिस भी पार्टी का उम्मीदवार हो या निर्दल उम्मीदवार हो, इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट हो, सब लोग प्रचार किए, और निष्पक्ष चुनाव कराने में पूरी सफलता जम्मू कश्मीर प्रशासन और चुनाव आयोग को मिली है। मैं सुरक्षा कर्मियों, चुनाव में लगे अपने अधिकारियों को भी बधाई देना चाहता हूं, और जम्मू कश्मीर की जनता को विशेष रूप से बधाई देना चाहता हूं। और निश्चित रूप से जब भी भारत का इतिहास लिखा जाएगा तो उसमें इस बात को जरूर दर्ज किया जाएगा कि भारत के प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी जब देश के प्रधानमंत्री थे तो इस तरह का चुनाव जम्मू कश्मीर में हुआ।
2 और सवाल मनोज सिन्हा जी, पाकिस्तान के रक्षा मंत्री ने कहा कि हमें उम्मीद है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी इस इलेक्शन को जीतेगी, क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कहा है कि वो 370 वापस ले आएगी। इस पर आपकी क्या प्रतिक्रिया है इस चुनाव के इस टर्नआउट के बाद?
मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ के मतदाताओं ने पाकिस्तान के मंत्री जी के बयान पर अपनी राय दे दी है। और दूसरी बात, जहाँ तक 370 वापस लाने का सवाल है, मैं बार बार एक बात कहता हूँ कि हमारे देश में संवैधानिक पदों पर जो लोग बैठे हुए हैं उनको जिम्मेदारी पूर्वक बात कहनी चाहिए। 370 हटाने का फैसला देश की संसद ने किया, और केवल वो संसद का फैसला नहीं है, भारत की सर्वोच्च न्यायालय ने उस पर अपनी वैधानिक मुहर लगा दी है। मैं समझता हूं कि संवैधानिक पदों पर बैठे हुए लोगों को इस तरह की बात कहने से निश्चित रूप से बचना चाहिए।
उमर अब्दुल्ला ने जो अभी हमने न्यूज रिपोर्ट देखा है उसमें कहा कि कहाँ है अमन, कहा जाता था कि 370 हटने के बाद अमन वापस आएगी, आपको कहीं अमन दिखती है क्या? यही उनकी लाइन है जो वो दोहराते रहे हर पब्लिक मीटिंग में।
मुझे लगता है कि कुछ लोगों को नहीं दिखता होगा अमन, जम्मू कश्मीर की आवाम को, और मुझे लगता है कि जम्मू कश्मीर के आम इंसान को वो अमन दिखता है, शांति दिखती है।
मनोज सिन्हा जी, चुनाव की जरूरत क्या थी? एक और सवाल है कि नेशनल सिक्योरिटी सिचुएशन को देखते हुए, एंड वी ऑल नो दैट देयर वर अटैक्स ऑन द डे नरेंद्र मोदी वाज बीइंग स्वर्न इन फॉर द थर्ड टाइम एज द प्राइम मिनिस्टर। उसी दिन आतंकवादी हमले हुए थे। तो एक सवाल ये भी है कि एक स्ट्रॉन्ग अप्रोच की जरूरत है, एक फ्री हैंड की जरूरत है सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस को। और अगर जो भी गणित हो जाए इसके बाद, जो पॉलिटिकल अरेंजमेंट आए, उसमें अगर नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस या पीडीपी जैसे पार्टीज इनकी पार्टिसिपेशन हो कोई भी जम्मू कश्मीर के सरकार में, तो फिर वो सिक्योरिटी सिचुएशन कॉम्प्रोमाइज हो जाएगी, आर्म्ड फोर्सेस को फ्री हैंड नहीं मिलेगी। ये एक चिंता है। और लोग कहते हैं इसलिए जरूरत क्या थी? अभी कोई प्रेशर थी क्या चुनाव कराने की? कोई विदेशी प्रेशर थी क्या? व्हाट वाज द नीड टू हैव इलेक्शंस?
मैं मानता हूं कि कोई प्रेशर या कोई विदेशी दबाव में यह फैसला नहीं हुआ है। ये सच है कि जो बात आप कह रहे हैं, ऐसी राय रखने वाले लोग जम्मू कश्मीर में भी है। मैं उसके विस्तार में नहीं जाना चाहता हूं, लेकिन भारत एक लोकतांत्रिक देश है और मैं समझता हूं कि लोकतंत्र की जननी हम ही है। तो हमारे देश में चुनाव न हो, ये अच्छा संदेश नहीं जाता। और मैं पूरी घटना को इस तरह से देखता हूं कि जब भारत के गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह ने देश की संसद में 370 और 35A निरस्त करने के लिए प्रस्ताव रखा था, तो 3 बातें उन्होंने कही थी। पहली बात कि डिलिमिटेशन फर्स्ट, सेकेंड असेंबली इलेक्शन, एंड थर्ड स्टेटहुड एट अप्रोप्रिएट टाइम। मुझे लगता है कि पूरा घटनाक्रम जो गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी ने संसद में कहा था और उसको प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जम्मू कश्मीर और देश के नाम संदेश देते हुए दोहराया था, उसी दिशा में क्रमानुसार ये घटनाएं हुई हैं। और जहां तक नेशनल सिक्योरिटी का सवाल है, मैं आपको और आपके चैनल के माध्यम से देश को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि लॉ एंड ऑर्डर एलजी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन देखेगा और यहां उस सवाल पर कोई समझौता नहीं किया जाएगा। जहां जरूरत होगी फोर्सेस को पूरी आजादी होगी। भारत की एकता अखंडता पर अगर कोई खतरा होगा, कोई आक्रमण होगा, तो उसका जरूर मुंह तोड़ जवाब दिया जाएगा।
आखिरी सवाल मनोज सिन्हा जी, 3-4 दिन पहले विदेश मंत्री जयशंकर जी ने यूएनजीए में कहा कि देयर इज ओनली वन एजेंडा लेफ्ट बिटवीन इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान, एंड दैट इज द रिटर्न ऑफ इलीगली ऑक्यूपाइड टेरिटरी बाय पाकिस्तान, पीओके। तो ये एक तरफ 63-65% वोटिंग है और एक तरफ पीओके के लोग हैं जहाँ पे ना सड़कें हैं, ना इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, ना अस्पताल है, और प्रोटेस्ट भी बहुत हो रहे हैं। तो आज जो जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में जो ये डेमोक्रेटिक एक्सरसाइज हुई है, इतनी सक्सेसफुली कंप्लीट हुई, इससे क्या इशारा जाता है पीओके के लोगों को?
अर्नब जी, आप देखिए कि 77 साल बाद वेस्ट पाकिस्तान के रिफ्यूजी, गोरखा समाज के लोग, वाल्मीकि समाज के लोग या पीओजेके से आए हुए बसे हमारी भाई, इन्होंने पहली बार विधानसभा के चुनाव में मतदान किया है। और आपने सच कहा, हम तो जहां रहते हैं उसके ठीक बगल में पीओके है। न वहां सड़क है, न बिजली है, न शिक्षा है। आटे के लिए लंबी लाइन लगती है, लाठीचार्ज होता है, और ठीक सीमा के इस पार सब कुछ उपलब्ध है। तो वहां के लोगों के मन में ये भावना घर कर गई है कि अगर हम भी भारत के साथ होते तो इन बुनियादी सुविधाओं से महरूम न होते। मुझे लगता है कि विदेश मंत्री जी ने जो बात कही है, ये मेरा डोमेन भी नहीं है कि मैं उस पर कोई राय दूं, लेकिन विदेश मंत्री जी ने सोच समझ करके ही उस फोरम पर बात कही होगी और ये भारत सरकार का दृष्टिकोण ही उन्होंने रखा होगा।
मनोज सिन्हा जी, आज बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है सरकार की, आपकी और इलेक्शन कमीशन की. I congratulate you for the very successful completion of the elections in Jammu and Kashmir with an average turnout of about 63%. Thank you very much, Manoj Sinha ji. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnab.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, opening this up for debate, and my question right at the very start was, what will happen to the people who said, with 370 being removed, everything is finished in Jammu and Kashmir? Gaurav Bhatia and Ashok Pandit, before I come to you, I'd like to get some reactions here from Abid Mir Magami, Congress spokesperson. 63 to 65% voting. Abid.
Yeah, first
maybe
of all,
you should congratulate the central government and the election commission.
First of all, I want to congratulate the Election Commission of India that has indeed made the outstanding efforts to conduct free and fair election. The turnout has increased, especially women and youth. And it is fascinating to see that the democratic process in action after a decade. People are happy, excited, and come to vote for safeguarding their identities, rights, and development.
Okay, so you're not going to question the EVMs now?
No, I already tell it's a free and fair election. Where is EVM?
Okay. I'd like to go across to Imran Nabi Dar, National Congress spokesperson. Imran Nabi Dar, in that report, we saw Omar Abdullah से कहा है अमन. अगर अमन नहीं होती तो 65% वोटिंग होती क्या?
Arnab, even after so many years, you continue to live in fool's paradise. I'm actually amazed. How do you believe your own lies? I mean, you are ignorant of Kashmir's past. You are even ignorant of its recent past. And you are questioning us. I mean, let us hold your horses. Let us wait for results.
I'm not talking about the result.
The biggest shock
no,
of
I'm
your
not.
life.
I'm not. No. One minute. I hope I don't get the kind of shock that you got when your leader Omar Abdullah lost.
That is part and parcel.
No. So I hope you don't get that kind of shock this time.
We are not. We believe in democracy. Winning and or losing is part and parcel of this game. I mean, it is yesterday.
No, but give credit where it's due. Give credit where it's due. No. 1 minute. You 1 minute. Imran, I'm opening up to debate. I'm surprised that after all these years, after repeatedly being proven to be wrong on national television, you still come out and want to prove yourself to be wrong. You kept saying, you and your party kept saying democracy is over. After the removal of 370, there's no democracy in Jammu and Kashmir. Will you take that back today?
You have your.
Will you take that back today?
You continue to believe that ecosystem.
No, but I am asking you.
After so many years,
I'm asking you a simple question, and Gaurav, that is the only question I've got tonight. My only question, Gaurav, tonight is this. A whole group of people had said, सब कुछ खत्म हो गया, कुछ बाकी नहीं रहा, इलेक्शंस कभी नहीं होंगे, कभी भी वोटिंग नहीं होगी, कोई चुनाव नहीं किए जाएंगे, हम गारंटी कर रहे हैं that only when 370 comes back will there be elections. Today, look at them. First of all, you can smile a little bit. Imran, इतना गुस्सा होना ठीक नहीं है. हो गया सब कुछ. Give credit, Imran.
I'm happy.
No, you are not looking happy, Imran.
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ.
आप नहीं है खुश.
अक्टूबर 8 को रिजल्ट आने वाला है.
मैं रिजल्ट की बात नहीं कर रहा. मैं कह रहा हूँ कि इतनी पीसफुली इलेक्शन हो गई. आपने तो कहा था इलेक्शन नहीं होंगे, कुछ नहीं होगा.
उससे आप दुखी हो जाओगे. मैं तो बहुत खुश हूँ, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. मैं बहुत खुश हूँ.
आप एडमिट कर लीजिए, आपने गलत बोला था. आप एडमिट कर लीजिए, आपने गलत बोला था, आपने झूठ बोला था लोगों को.
नहीं, हमने झूठ नहीं बोला. ये
बनावटी बातें कही थी.
आपने जो आप परसेंटेज आप गिन रहे थे स्टार्ट में, द परसेंटेज दैट यू वर काउंटिंग, It is the anger that has come out through votes against the decisions that were taken on August 5, 2019. And you will come to know about it on October 8th. And then you will get the biggest shock of your life. That is what I wanted to say.
No, I'll be very happy whoever comes to power. You are angry because the voting has been high.
No, I'm not angry. I'm happy. People came out and people expressed their anger. People were suffocated. 10 साल तक हमसे जमहूरी हक हमसे छीना गया था. For 10 long years.
I'll go to Gaurav. I'm not debating with you.
Rights.
No, I'm not debating. मैं नहीं debate. Gaurav debate.
You have a BJP panel spokesperson.
No,
here.
let the BJP spokesperson respond to you.
Why were we demoted from a state to a UT? They have no answers. They just come here, BJP leaders come here and they go on the same, they speak the same rhetoric about families and because they have nothing to sell. You know, they have nothing to sell and they are going to get a very, very nice message on October 8th, not only in J&K but in other states as well, in Haryana as well.
Gaurav is responding, ladies and gentlemen. Gaurav is responding to you. The debate is open, Imran. Gaurav.
So Arnab, first of all, this is a very special debate tonight, and like any other Indian, I feel proud also of the fact that India is celebrating democracy, and people who were saying that there is no democracy in India like Rahul Gandhi, and people from the National Conference and the PDP who were saying there is no democracy in Kashmir have been shown the mirror by the people of Kashmir. मैं आपसे इतना ही कहना चाहूँगा, खुशी में आ गले लग जा, हाथ उठा के कह रहा हूँ अर्नब, इतनी खुशी है आज दिल में कि कहता हूँ आ गले लग जा. And I must tell you, when our constitution, Arnab, said that Article 370 is a temporary provision for the sake of appeasement politics and Muslim vote bank, the Congress, the National Conference, the PDP, never ever implemented the constitution in its true spirit. But then came Narendra Modi ji, a man who took a historical decision and corrected the historical mistake, blunder made by Jawaharlal Nehru. What is the result? All the viewers in India should know this. The voter turnout in Kashmir in the third phase is 65.6% at 7 p.m. Assembly constituencies from 2014 they were 83, increased to 90. Phases 2014 had 5 phases of election. Now the law and order situation has improved. In 3 phases we could complete the entire state election. And law and order incidents in 2014 were 170 down to nil. No major incident reported. Therefore it's a tight slap on the face of Congress party that was advocating restoration of Article 370. PDP, अर्नब जी आपको याद है महबूबा मुफ्ती ने क्या कहा था, अगर अनुच्छेद 370 हटाया तो तिरंगे को कांधा देने वाला कोई नहीं होगा. आज पीडीपी का राजनीतिक जनाजा जा रहा है और कांधा देने वाला कोई नहीं है. एंड नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस, Farooq Abdullah said, I will seek China's help to restore Article 370. No,
he never said that.
We don't need China's help.
Don't misquote
India
him.
is a self-serving nation, and our sovereignty is strong enough.
I don't think Gaurav is misquoting him. I don't think Gaurav is misquoting him, Imran.
We feel proud of
Not misquoting, but he is misleading the whole nation.
Don't misquote facts. I mean, I know BJP is the factory.
Yeah, what is the misleading part? Can you tell me?
Nobody.
What is your manifesto? Your manifesto says restore Article 370, sir. Read your own manifesto.
You must take your words back. Farooq Sahib has never said what you are saying.
Their manifesto, Arnab, says they will release the terrorists who are behind bars. Their manifesto says they will restore Article 370. They call Shankaracharya Hills insulting every Hindu. Takhte Suleiman.
No.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
इस बात की
it is Shankaracharya Hills.
There in our manifesto papers. एक सेकंड
क्या झूठ है? ये देखिए इनका रेजोल्यूशन कांग्रेस पार्टी का.
कौन सा रेजोल्यूशन
है मेरे हाथ.
कौन सा रेजोल्यूशन?
abrogation of Article 370, the Congress party categorically said, we oppose the abrogation of Article 370.
Because
this is your resolution,
unconstitutional.
Dated
Because it is
6th of August
undemocratic and
2019.
unconstitutional.
Shame on
That's why
you.
we oppose it.
Shame on
That's
you.
why we oppose it. That's why we oppose
Shameless
it.
creatures coming to divide the country. राहुल गांधी को यही सिखाया है क्या?
आपने जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को पहले आपने जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को
आप आर्टिकल 370 को छू नहीं पाते थे, उखाड़ के फेंक दिया, अब आप छाती पीट रहे हैं। क्यों नहीं? Why didn't you abrogate Article 370?
आप तो तब सियासत में ही नहीं थे, जब 370 के बहुत सारे अमेंडमेंट हुए।
You were indulging in appeasement politics against the interest of the nation.
आप तो सियासत में ही नहीं थे, जब 370 में
you will be put to
सबसे
shame.
ज्यादा अमेंडमेंट हुए। कौन सा रेजोल्यूशन?
नहीं, राहुल गांधी जाके कश्मीर में अर्नब टेररिस्ट से आंखें मिला रहे थे, इलू इलू कर रहे थे। वो कह रहे थे मुझे कश्मीर में टेररिस्ट दिखा, उसने मेरी आंखों में देखा, मैंने उसकी आंखों में देखा और हमें प्यार हो गया। अरे राहुल गांधी, you should have reported that terrorist to the police.
राहुल गांधी तो बिरयानी नहीं खाने गए पाकिस्तान।
टेररिस्ट से
बिरयानी
इलू करोगे?
राहुल गांधी बिरयानी खाने गए थे पाकिस्तान।
ये देखो, एक और दिखाओ, बिरयानी देखो तस्वीर, देखी? ये देखो, यासीन मलिक कहाँ है? प्रधानमंत्री हाउस में।
आप गूगल करो।
ये देखो,
वाजपेयी जी की तस्वीरें बहुत
ये मोदी जी आए ताकत, बालों से खींच के जेल की सलाह डाल दिया इसको। ये फर्क है।
No sir,
आइंदा तमीज से बात करो।
आप शायद भूल गए, वाजपेयी जी पहले प्रधानमंत्री।
ये देखो, इधर उधर भूल नहीं गए। अभी तो नानी याद आ जाएगी इटली वाली। देखिए,
2002 में आप
ये फर्क है।
2002 में आप भूल गए।
You can't even answer one question. The only question that I ask you is, what is the stand of the Congress party on the restoration of Article 370?
No.
What is your stand?
I think I'm coming in for a moment. Abid is getting very angry. Abid, there is no need to get angry. There is a need to become realistic. Let me explain to you. See, Dr. Pirzada is there, is a political analyst, very senior ex-chairman of KSI, Farooq Renzu Shah is there. See, everybody will accept, even, let me ask Farooq Renzu Shah today. For all our political differences, Mr. Renzu Shah, was there stone pelting during the election? No. Was there massacre during the election? No. Was there bloodshed during the election? No. Were there terrorist incidents during the elections? No. Were candidates killed during the elections? No. Were candidates who wanted to come out and participate in the election, were they and their relatives killed like it used to happen during Panchayati election? No. Did all of these things happen when 370 was there? Yes. ये चुपती है, आबिद को चुपती है, इमरान नबीदर को चुपती है. It bothers you. सच्चाई है, चुपने दो. नहीं. सच्चाई जो है चुपने दो. सच्चाई है.
बिल्कुल. आपने किस बेस पे 370 को हटाया? क्या खाब दिखाया आपने जम्मू कश्मीर को?
क्या खाब?
Can I answer this question?
क्या खाब दिखाए?
I bring in Farooq Renzu Shah into the debate.
Can I?
देखिए, मैंने नहीं हटाया, सरकार ने हटाई है. फारूक रेंजू शाह, मैं सपोर्ट करता हूं.
Please allow me. Please.
Farooq Renzu Shah is on the debate.
Thank you very much. The compliment goes to you also today, because I remember those days when I was always in your studio, and we were always telling that Kashmir psyche and the mind will be definitely shaped properly, and they will understand the importance of the democracy now. And that has happened. Today it is the triumph of the democracy. Today you are right, Mr. Arnab. Nobody was shot dead. Even 1952, people were being, who would file the candidature in opposition, were being kidnapped and disappeared. There have been the big constituencies were reduced to the minuscule, and the MLAs were only getting 200 votes and becoming not only MLA, but becoming the cabinet minister. So it would suit them. Boycott would suit them. Even boycott calls were being printed.
Yes.
At the sometimes, I don't want to name any political party, because that's not my cup of tea. But at the same time, I'm telling you, Kashmir was spoiled. And like I agree with the Gaurav Bhatia very rightly. What was the reason of creating a new fuss in the name of Shankaracharya and in the name of Takht Suleiman? What was the reason? Shankaracharya is built in the BC by Laltaditya Muktapada in 8th century, and go and check the records. And why to provoke the Muslim psyche that go and demolish this? Even Waqf has changed its name today. Go and see the board. There is the big complex, Takht Suleiman complex. It is not Shankaracharya and Takht Suleiman complex. Why so? Because to create a communal divide, it was not required. And today when I am talking to you, Arnab, go and check. Today in Pakistan, this Zakir Naik has been received same way as he was received in 2003 in Kashmir. As he was provided the government protocol, the helicopters in Kashmir. And you know what is the job of Zakir Naik there in Pakistan? To launch a campaign against the amendment of the Waqf. What is his, in Kashmir, 2004 Waqf was drafted by Zakir Naik and handed over to the then CM. And go and check who was the CM at that time. Zakir Naik drafted, and that was the draconian act where all Sufi shrines were subjugated. Their internal autonomy was snatched through that draconian act, which was the result of 370. And this has happened. Today it is a triumph of democracy. Everybody spoke whatever he wanted. I saw the streets, what was chanted, any Anap Shanap was being chanted. So there was a freedom of expression. Yeah. And now it depends on the voters.
Lies are being spread.
One minute. Doctor,
I mean,
voters, one minute. Imran,
we should respect that.
You must hear voices like Farooq Renzusha. You don't like it, it's all right. At least,
but what he's saying is absolutely wrong. I mean, about Takht Suleimani, about Shankaracharya. Can you just identify one document from National Conference where it is mentioned? No, where it is written that we are changing. There is no such thing. I mean, it has probably come from a right-wing narrative.
3 versus 3, actually.
Congress endorsing
let me answer this. It has been peddled by some right.
Anyway, go back to the turnout today. Go back to the message of the turnout, and I invite Dr. Pirzada and Ashok Pandit to give their views. Dr. Pirzada and Ashok Pandit, I'd like your views, and then I'm opening this up. Dr. Pirzada, we must acknowledge the magnificence of the verdict. I mean, the verdict will come, but we must acknowledge the beauty of the turnout today. We can't be squeamish about it. This turnout would not have been possible had there not been a wonderful atmosphere of peace and security created both in the Kashmir Valley and in Jammu. I think we should be large-hearted enough to accept that, which unfortunately Abid and Imran are not being. What's your stand?
Your question is to whom?
The question is to Dr. Pirzada.
Okay.
Dr. Pirzada, did you hear me? Let's open this up. Let's open this up to Ashok Pandit, who's been waiting to come into the debate. Dr. Pirzada, are you responding? Can you hear me? Your take on the turnout?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for invite. Thank you for this invite. And at the same time, I feel pleasure to be with the other guests on the show. Mr. Arnabji, it is my maiden experience with you. I hope this will be very lovely, very enchanting one and a rejoicing one. We could be together able to put the things in the right perspective without shouting, without creating any kind of noisy scenes. That I mean actually. I believe in an honest discussion so that together, because nation is watching us, we should be in the end able to predict the things as they are. So my take on this point is about today's voting is we believe in what Plato has said, that if you refuse, you will be penalized. If you refuse to participate in the politics, you will end up you will end up by being governed by the very inferior people. Keeping that thing in mind, the people in large numbers came to polling booths. This is highly appreciable. This is the essential test of the core democracy. So we qualified this. We do record appreciation for Election Commission of India, for local machinery, for candidates, for contesting candidates, for political parties, for the participants. And we at the same time are appreciative such mesmerizing songs, such paintings were being sung in the glory of the candidates. That has created a new scene, a new milieu in the political history of the Jammu and Kashmir. That we endorse and that we appreciate. But at the same time, the way the turnout has come, it is nothing new. If you go back to 2014 assembly elections, it was again there around over 60%, around again 60%. So assume we, for the sake of argument, this is highly commendable that good turnout has come post 5th August 19th. But that means we have passed it, we have successfully qualified the core test. If we have qualified this, then what stops the government? What stops the government of India to come forward to address our other issues now? We do recommend, we have passed the test. We need a grade A. Then return the state. Return the state. We have our tomorrow. Our youth is our tomorrow. That is in the jails. That is going to the ruination. Let government of India show the amnesty to the youth and release them. Let them help out them to live a life, a normal life in Kashmir. Those are not incorrigible criminals. Those have, in the currents of history, caught in the stone pelting, should be shown this amnesty. And number two, Mr. Arnab, you know better than any other body that we have the largest unemployment in the Jammu and Kashmir, in the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory. We have over nearly 26% unemployment, against the 6% at the national level. This speaks volumes. This speaks volumes. And euphoria was created. One is post 5th August 19. Euphoria was created in Jammu division. But that euphoria is no more there. That is dashed to the ground. We are jobless. We have other issues. We have anxiety orders. 10 lakh youth are caught in the drug addiction. We have depressional disorders. We are sufferers. So you need, I request through this even medium, we should engage in a meaningful discussion. I am a true patriot.
Dr. Pirzada, 2 points in response to you.
Like you.
And we'll have
Can I come in?
No. 2 points. Well, yeah, absolutely you'll come in, but 2 points in response to you. Dr. Pirzada, you could have quoted anyone, but please don't quote Plato. He was not a believer in democracy. Point number two. As far as the question we must answer tonight is this. There were people who said after 370 removal, democratic process will be finished. You're saying it's no big deal that the numbers are very good. But then what about National Conference, Congress, PDP, which said with the removal of 370, there will be no elections in Jammu and Kashmir? Have they not been proven wrong? Do we not have the humility to accept that was a falsehood which was spread? People who are misled, they were lied to. All in an attempt to provoke the people of Kashmir and try and consolidate a Muslim vote outside Kashmir. Ashok Pandit is on the debate on the huge Kashmir turnout. Your response to all the panelists. Ashok, floor is yours.
Arnab, you see the hypocrisy of people like Pirzada. He gave you the entire list of what should happen in Kashmir. But his silence, his criminal silence on rehabilitation and return of Kashmiri Pandits was not in the list. So this is what it's all about. Now coming to the actual fact, Arnab, the day Mr. Amit Shah announced the eradication of Article 370 and 35A in the Parliament, we knew that democracy is going to return back to the valley, return back to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. I as a Kashmiri really was excited in the entire process of the elections when it's happening. The smiling faces, the long queues, the happiness on the faces of Kashmiris and people in Jammu proved that they are hopeful of correct things coming forward in their lives now. The people who are responsible, who were in business of terrorism in Kashmir, are telling you that you are in fool's paradise. The people who minted money, who looted this country and sent their children abroad for studies and left the local children with stones in their hands are giving lectures and sermons to you. This entire year, so many years, we have never seen so much of peace in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, especially Valley. The smiling faces, people were celebrating democracy, people were celebrating elections. All this was happening. We, as Kashmiris, were dreaming of this kind of a situation. Every Kashmiri, every Jammuite, every Ladakhi is
on the one hand, you are
hopeful
bragging
that
that
the
good number
future
of
is absolutely
good number
right.
of
So people
going
who have looted this country, who is responsible for my genocide, who is responsible for my ethnic cleansing, has no right to give lectures to Mr. Arnab Goswami and to the entire country. They know that the time has come for them, that they should pack up their bags and sit at home.
Abid Mir Maghami is on the debate. Ashok Pandit. Ashok Pandit.
Come into the right perspective.
Stunned reactions tonight.
Hats off. Congratulations to Mr. Narendra Modi. Congratulations
Abid Mir Maghami.
Commission who has brought back confidence, who has brought back democracy into this country of ours, into the state of Jammu.
Abid Mir Maghami and Gaurav Bhatia. Abid Mir Maghami, you have abused Amit Shah and Narendra Modi enough. Straight question. No, 1 minute. You have abused the Home Minister and the Prime Minister enough. Straight question to you. If the Prime Minister didn't want it, would there have been this kind of an election in Jammu and Kashmir? Would there have been 65% voting if the Home Minister of India did not want the democratic process to be successful? You look shocked tonight. Because everywhere the Congress party goes, you will now be asked the question that you lied. You said democracy is over, you lied. You said constitution is over, you lied. You said elections in Jammu and Kashmir will never happen, you lied. And there has to be a limit to your lies. You said before the election, constitution will be changed if they come back to power, you lied. You said there will never be an election. There will never be another election in Jammu and Kashmir, and today you are looking at the camera, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to say anymore.
Thanks to Supreme Court of India.
Thanks to Supreme Court. All right. We'll have Gaurav respond.
तब जाके इलेक्शन हुए 10 साल के बाद क्यों इलेक्शन हुए हर स्टेट में 5 साल बाद होते यहां क्यों 10 साल बाद हुए व्हाई और कितने कश्मीरी पंडित रिहैबिलिटेट किए बीजेपी ने 10 साल में कितने इंडस्ट्रीज लगाए 10 साल में बीजेपी ने यहां हम आज दूसरे नंबर पे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इशू में क्यों व्हाई बीजेपी ने तो ख्वाब दिखाए थे अब नौकरी के साधन खोलेंगे इंडस्ट्री आएंगे बिरला आएंगे टाटा आएंगे कहां पर वो है कहां पर एक जगह बताइए कौन सी इंडस्ट्री लगी यहां 10 साल में
Gaurav Bhatia, he says it's the Supreme Court which must be credited, not the central government. Gaurav.
No, Arnab, first of all, I completely agree. Thanks to the Supreme Court. But abrogation of Article 370 was a legislative move, constitutional amendment done by Shri Narendra Modi ji, like a hero. And for that, people are thankful to Narendra Modi ji. It was upheld by the Supreme Court, so we are thankful to the Honorable Supreme Court. But most importantly, Arnab, you asked a very pertinent question. What is the message of today's high voter turnout? The message is that the Kashmiris feel we are proud to be Indians. We are proud to be Indians, and it's a tight slap on the face of all separatists. Separatists, it's a fight where Amit Shah ji said, हम जान दे देंगे कश्मीर के लिए, एक एक इंच भूमि हमारी है, और सेपरेटिस्ट जो कहते हैं हम जान ले लेंगे कश्मीर के लिए. आज सेपरेटिस्ट हारे हैं, भारत जीता है, और नरेंद्र मोदी जी और हमारी जीत है. सेकंड, Arnab, the change is, you remember, हर जुम्मे पे हाथ में गुम्मा दे देना, stone pelting होना. Do you know the incidents of stone pelting in 2010 were 2,654. Now, 0. इन्होंने हाथ में गुम्मा दिया, पत्थर दिया. हमने हाथ में एक हाथ में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन दिया, दूसरे हाथ में कंप्यूटर दिया. And that is why today needs to be celebrated. And one more thing I would say, that when they talk about Kashmir को क्या मिला, Kashmir को peace मिली, G20 was hosted in Kashmir. Is it not true that Kashmir is the highest number of tourists in the last 15-20 years? So therefore I would say, tell Rahul Gandhi when you go back,
try to mislead.
terrorists की आंखों में मत देखे, देखना है तो कश्मीरियों की आंखों में देखे, और जब वो देखेगा तो उसको आईना दिखाई दिया जाएगा और शर्म आएगी that why did he side with Pakistan? Why did he side with separatists? Why did he side with anti-national forces?
Adani, Ambani
And stop speaking in between like an uncouth panelist. I did not disturb you. You should extend the same courtesy. Stop indulging
You are
in
just
word
misleading
painting and
the whole
hatred.
nation. You are just misleading the whole nation.
I am not misleading.
I think in
You have not even read the
in the
Supreme
current
Court
election where with
Tell me the word
polling,
with which Article
there was a
375
misled the nation, looted the nation.
How many Kashmiri Pandits are rehabilitated? How many Kashmiri Pandits are rehabilitated after 370? If you have figures,
I will tell
show
you.
me.
I will tell you 6,000. 6,000
The
of them.
situation is absolutely
6,000
right.
Kashmiri Pandits
Where?
have resettled.
Where?
Okay?
Where?
6,000. I'm giving you the number.
How many
The reply was
townships
given on the
Modi ji
floor of
built?
the House of the
How
Parliament.
many townships
But
Modi ji
you
built?
have to answer.
How many
You
townships?
were in power for
Don't lie.
55 years.
Don't lie.
What did you do for Kashmiri Pandits? You were siding with Afzal Guru. You were siding with Yaqub Memon. You were siding with terrorists.
You are not
And
able
shame
to
on
stand
Rahul
up
Gandhi,
to
whose name figured on
Somebody
the dossier presented by
who's
Pakistan
responsible
in United Nations
for my
Security
exodus,
Council against
somebody
India.
who's responsible for my
Rahul
genocide
was making
has
the
no
rounds
right to
there.
talk about my rehabilitation.
Ashok Pandit ji in Kashmir.
Somebody who's responsible for my genocide, a person like you and your party has no right to talk about my rehabilitation and my return. You have no right. You have no right to ask us to talk about my rehabilitation. You have no right to talk about my rehabilitation or my return because you are responsible for my genocide and you are responsible for my
Can we have some clarity?
One minute. Abid, never forget. No, Abid, never forget. Abid, 1 minute. Abid, never forget, Abid, you are from the party whose leader Jawaharlal Nehru took the Kashmir issue to the UN. You think we will forgive Nehru for that? Did that not help Pakistan?
And Arnab, what right does he? What right does he have? What right does he have? Arnab, what right does he have about talking about rehabilitation of my community? He is responsible for my exodus. He is responsible for my genocide. And he is responsible for my ethnic cleansing. What right does he have of talking about my return or my rehabilitation? You are responsible for the mess.
Yes, of course it's a Jagmohan responsible for that. Of course. I am with you.
You are responsible. You, your party, your leader, and your colleagues, PDP and National Conference, don't blame Jagmohan. Today, if I'm alive and I'm able to rebut you, it's only because of Jagmohan. Do you know that? I'm alive because of him. And I'm rebutting you, and I'm answering you. It's only because of Jagmohan. Jagmohan is a God. Jagmohan is a person who is responsible for my survival.
इसके बाद
You know that? Go and return
नहीं इसके बाद my only request is Imran ji, after today you should never say, you should at least say, you're live on television, आप बोलिए आज के बाद मैं कभी ये झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा कि the Modi government wants to kill democracy in Jammu and Kashmir. You can't do that. 65% voting. Nobody will believe you, you know. बहुत झूठ हो गए. You just say we will not repeat it again. I'll end the show. It will be a good note to end the show on Imran.
This discussion is not going on the right note. It should have been rather.
Imran.
Is watching us.
Not because the business is over.
I have a question to the PDP.
What's your question? Who's your question to?
The loot is over.
My question is for the BJP spokesperson.
Okay, go ahead. National Conference is challenging the BJP spokesperson at the end of the program. Floor is yours. Go ahead.
The government facilitated a trip of diplomats from different countries. they wanted them to come and see the voting percentage here. Can they do the same thing for Haryana elections? Do they have the guts to? What was the need of sending? If the government of India claims that Jammu and Kashmir is an internal issue, what was the need of sending a group of diplomats to Valley to assess the ground situation? What was the? I fail to understand this. I mean, it is BJP government is confused.
Okay, let me answer it.
They have no. Let me complete. Can you do the same thing for Haryana elections?
Let Gaurav answer that. Let Gaurav answer that. I'm running short of time. Let Gaurav answer that. Gaurav.
So I think the National Conference spokesperson should be asking that to the Congress party, because as rightly pointed out by Arnab Goswami, Jawaharlal Nehru made the issue international when we all believe it was our internal matter, and second, Rahul Gandhi's name on the dossier of Pakistan given after abrogation of Article 370. His statement was used. So please don't be an ally to a party if you do not agree with them. And we want to show the international community as well that elections in India, anywhere, in any state, are free. They are done in a manner that every citizen can participate.
Thank you. I got my answer. Thank you. I got my. BJP has agreed that it is an international issue. Thank you.
You want to rebut that, Gaurav?
No, I just want to say nobody believes that.
हिंदी में समझाऊं क्या मैं आपको? Should I explain you in Kashmiri?
He has no
Because
answer to
people
this.
like you
Should I explain you in Kashmiri what Gaurav said?
We want to show the international community
We have been
there is
saying
no
this
need
again
for
and
them
again.
to interfere
They
in
proved
our
it.
internal matters.
The
And that
BJP
is
has
why it
proved it by
inspires
this action.
confidence.
They cannot, if it is not.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to close for want of time. My closing comment is simply this. Please look at the numbers of people who have voted in Jammu and Kashmir. Look at that. And then look at the comments of this Lutyens lobby, the Tukre Tukre gang, the Saboot gang. Just look at their comments. Contrast it. And confront these people. Next time they spread a wrong narrative about Jammu and Kashmir. These elections would not have been possible had it not been for the complete support of the central government, as well as an excellent job by the Election Commission. That's it for tonight. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Co-powered by Jaguar Bath & Light.
Director, the taste of success.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
The first edition of Republic Digital Roundtable was a resounding success.
We can be the first in the world probably to get this in the common platform.
Super excited to see FAME 3 and very positive on that note. Yeah.
R&D needs to be incentivized.